We're getting into the last couple of hours of voting in Central Georgia. Voters have until 7 o'clock tonight to cast a ballot. Hello, and thanks for joining us. I'm Lori Johnson.
And I'm Frank Malloy. We're keeping our eye tonight on local races for you as election results start to come in after the polls close at 7 o'clock. We have team coverage tracking races. Camila Williams is in Bleckley County following the sheriff's race, and Megan Western is in Warner Robins keeping track of the candidates running for city council post 2.
And that is where we start tonight. Ellis Carter hopes to win the seat for City Council at large post 2 and beat incumbent Charlie Bibb. Megan Western talked to both candidates tonight, and Megan joins us live from Warner Robins with more.
That's right. Both candidates say that they plan to do one last big campaign push tonight. Incumbent Charlie Bibb says that he planned to spend the day visiting several polling locations before watching those numbers roll in tonight. And his challenger, Ellis Carter, said he felt pretty optimistic going in today. He felt like he was going to spend the day going to different voting districts, waving signs, and motivating voters to also get out. He says that their turnout was pretty steady today. Right now, we're here at the Wellston Center on the north side of town. Around 3 o'clock, they'd seen about 215 voters, and since I've been here, I've seen a constant flow of voters since. Now, Cornell Smith says that his vote was necessary because it will lead to visible change throughout the city.
The reason I came out to vote today because there's a lot of sitting around, complaining about everything, but you got to make your vote count in order to get things done.
Now, this race is an at-large seat, as we've been mentioning, so the winner tonight will represent the entire city. Live in Warner Robins, Megan Western, 13 WMAZ News.
Thank you, Megan. Warner Robins voters also got to vote on a countywide SPLOST as well as a brunch bill that would extend the time when restaurants can sell alcohol on Sundays.
Moving over to Bleckley County, where 2 men are running for sheriff, interim sheriff Daniel Cape and Bleckley Schools Resource Officer Chris Smith.
Camila Williams is live outside J.C. Barnes, where she found out more about Election Day voting. Camila, what have you heard?
Yeah, that's right. When I got here, I saw Cape and Smith were at their tents, and they were thanking supporters. Now, when I talked to Bleckley County probate judge Jonathan Fordham, who was supervising the polls, he says that the turnout has been good today. Now, when he says that they were averaging about 100 people per hour with 2 hours left, they've had about 850 votes so far, and the candidates have already cast their votes. Now, the reason for the race is because former Sheriff Chris Cootie stepped down. Fordham predicts today's voting numbers won't be the same as early voting numbers.
We voted about 1,450 people during the advanced voting period, and in the last 4 years we've never outvoted advanced voting on election day, so I anticipated the turnout to be around 1,200, and we're on track for that.
Now, Fordham did tell me that when 7 p.m. hits, that they will start closing the voting locations, so this one and the advanced voting locations, and get started on the count. He predicts that they will have the count finished and complete by 8:45 tonight. Live in Macon, live in Bleckley County, wrong location. Camila Williams, 13 WMAZ News.
Thanks a lot, Camila. And for Side, voters are picking council members and a mayor.
No matter who voters decide to be mayor, both men have held the position before. Eric Wilson and John Howard have both served on city council and both been elected mayor. Wilson has held the seat for the past 8 years. In 2011, Howard was elected the city's first African-American mayor. Today, they both spent the day encouraging people to get out and vote.
That's one of the advantages of being out here all day is you see who's voting. So in a small town, if people are supposed to be coming to vote and haven't voted yet, give them a call and remind them.
We're going to make some calls. We're going to talk to some people, try to encourage to move that needle to get the rest of those voters out here. But it looks pretty good for the most part from what I've seen.
Folks in Forsyth can cast their ballots at the Recreation Department.
And it's just under 2 hours before the polls close. TJ
Anthony was there the moment the polls opened at the Houston County Annex building to talk with folks and find out what motivated them to get out and vote in a non-presidential election year.
Polls opened this morning for people to vote in local elections, including here at the Houston County Annex building. For Jarrell Pierce, it's a chance to make her voice heard.
I missed early voting, but that was no excuse for me to continue to be a part in speaking and voting.
It is our right as a citizen of the United States of America to vote.
There were no long lines at this voting location. In Houston, continuing the countywide SPLOST is on the ballot. Also, a brunch bill will determine if restaurants can serve alcohol starting at 11 a.m. on Sunday instead of 12:30 p.m. Sharon Petit lives in Houston, and that was one of the big ticket items on the ballot for her.
Well, I just wanted to give my opinion, my voice on the brunch bill here for Warner Robins.
Other races going on in Central Georgia include Dublin, where people are voting on a city council and board of education race. Lawrence County is voting on a countywide SPLOST. Over in Bleckley, they're electing a new sheriff.
If there's voting, you should vote.
And I'm thankful that I got my chance to vote for Houston County.
TJ Anthony reporting, and if you are in line by 7 tonight, you will still be able to vote. There are no races in Bibb County, but some other races we're following include Wilcox County, where they'll elect a new sheriff following the death of Sheriff Robert Rogers last year. Candidates looking to succeed him include Lloyd Bloodworth, Bruce Carmichael, Lee Ramirez, and Jeffrey Wessel. And Wilcox County, along with Baldwin, Peach, Taylor, and Wheeler counties, will be voting on their local sales taxes.
You can find our election coverage on 13WMAZ.com. Follow along as results come in from all around the area, including the Bleckley County Sheriff's Race, Warner Robins City Council. Go to our homepage to see the biggest races happening today. To look at specific races, click on View All Race Results. That's where you'll find more races that are happening all across Central Georgia.